हेलो फ्रेंड्स, एनके ऑनलाइन लर्निंग यूट्यूब चैनल पर आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं डॉक्टर वीरेंद्र संतानी आपको बेसिक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में पढ़ाऊंगा। आइए देखते हैं। सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज पावर बीजेटी। पावर बीजेटी, पावर बीजेटी स्टैंड्स फॉर पावर बाइपोलर जंक्शन ट्रांजिस्टर। बाइपोलर जंक्शन ट्रांजिस्टर. So we have discussed about the BJT in detail. So again here it terms is bipolar. Bipolar stands for that again in this power BJT it works on both charge carriers. Both charge carriers means here the current is responsible by both holes and electrons. Both holes and electrons. That is the reason it is termed as bipolar, because current is responsible for both type of charge carrier, that is holes and electrons. Again, if you are talking about this particular power BJT, it is a current controlled device. It is a current controlled device. Current controlled device means the controlling can be done by the help of current. That means we have also discussed that IC was beta times IB. That means if the base current was changing, that means collector current was also changing. So it is termed as current controlled device. Like a normal transistor, it is also, power BJT is also 3 terminal device. That is 3 terminals are ammeter, base and collector. So these things we have discussed in our normal BJT also. So how this power BJT differs from a normal BJT? So if you are talking about the difference, we can say that the switching speed is high in power BJT if we are going to compare it with the normal BJT. And if you are talking about the power handling capacity, the power handling capacity of power BJT is also high if we are going to compare it with a normal BJT. So we will further this discussion into detail that what are the basic characteristics of power BJT. What are the characteristics of power BJT? So if you are talking about the characteristics of power BJT, it includes number 1 is larger area. Number 2 is higher breakdown voltage. Number 3 is more current carrying capability, and power handling capability, higher on state voltage drop, and 5th one is high power application. So if we are talking about the characteristics of power BJT, that is power bipolar junction transistor, it has larger area. Larger area means it has more area as compared to the normal BJT. If area is more, that means more current will able to flow through the power BJT. So if the area is more, then we can say that more current will flow through the power BJT. Similarly, second one is higher breakdown voltage. Higher breakdown voltage, we have discussed that in the case of reverse biasing, the transistor can be break over at the reverse breakdown voltage. So in power BJT, that reverse breakdown voltage is more as compared to the normal BJT. Similarly, as we seen that it has more cross sectional area, that means it is carrying more current as compared to the normal BJT, and that is the reason more power handling capacity is there if we are going to compare it with the normal BJT. Similarly, in the conduction state, the power BJT has higher on state voltage drop when it is conducting in nature, and as the name implied, it is power BJT. So this application includes high power application, and we have used power BJT. Classification of power BJT. So if you are talking about the classification of power BJT, so first includes bipolar junction transistor. bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor stands for BJT. That means bipolar junction transistor. Second one is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. That means in short we can say it is MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET. And third, it is insulated gate bipolar transistor, that means it is IGBT. So if we are talking about the classification of power BJTs, it can be categorized into three categories, that is BJT, power junction transistor, then metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET, and third one is IGBT, that is insulated gate bipolar transistor. So next is construction of power BJT. So if we are looking to construction of power BJT, the diagram I have made, this is the constructional view of power BJT, which is vertically oriented है, having the larger cross sectional area. Why it is a larger cross sectional area? So that more current can flow through the power BJT. So vertically oriented, larger cross sectional area, NP and layer, that is power BJT. It is basically three terminals again, collector, ammeter and base. This ammeter is connected to N plus layer. N plus layer stands for it is highly doped N-type material. That means doping is higher. This plus indicates the doping level is high. Similarly, here it is P means it is moderately doped P layer. This is moderately doped P layer. N minus stands for lightly doped P layer. Lightly doped N layer. And again N plus stands for highly doped N layer. And it can be easily seen that in highly doping we have seen the doping level is 10 raised to power 19 per centimeter cube. Whereas in lightly doping we are saying that 10 raised to power 14 per centimeter cube. Means there is a difference of 10 raised to the power 5 per centimeter cube. That is the reason it is termed as highly doped N material, whereas we can saying it is lightly doped. Here no plus or minus indicates it is moderately doped P layer. And again in this particular power BJT, we have seen that N ammeter is connected to the N plus layer. Similarly, collector is also connected to the N plus layer, and base B is connected to P layer. So see how we can say the symbolic of the transistor, that is collector is N type, that means it is N, base is P type, that is base, and again ammeter is N type, so it is NPN transistor. So in this manner we have designed, that means again I am saying this N plus is connected to an ammeter, that means N is connected to ammeter. Similarly, collector is at N, so similarly this is collector which is at N, and base, this is base which is connected to moderately doped P layer, so base it is P, so it is NPN transistor. So on the similar line we have constructed the NPN transistor in this manner. By changing the doping level and the layers, we can design the PNP transistor, that is this will be PNP transistor, this will be the ammeter, this will collector, and this will base. It will NPN, that means this is PNP transistor. So how we can design the PNP transistor? By changing the particular doping level and the layers, we can design the PNP transistor on the similar lines. So this is the basically we can say the constructional point of constructional view of power BJT. Here this N minus, that is lightly doped region, it is also known as collector drift region. It is also termed as collector drift region, and basically it decides the breakdown voltage of power BJT. It decides the breakdown voltage of power BJT, or we can say BJT. So it is known as collector drift region. So next is different modes of power BJT. So in the normal BJT, in normal bipolar junction transistor, we have discussed that 3 modes was there, that is cutoff, active and saturation. Whereas in the case of power BJT, it has basically 4 modes. See, first is cutoff region. So in cutoff, base emitter and collector base both are in reverse bias. Base emitter, that is BE, and collector base, that is CB, both are in reverse bias. So we can say it is cutoff region. Second state is active region. In active region, base emitter is in forward bias, that is FB, and collector base is in reverse bias. In third, quasi saturation. In quasi saturation, base emitter and collector base both are in forward bias. And last one is, after quasi saturation, last one is hard saturation, which will works in high power application. How it differs from quasi saturation we will discuss it later, but we can say it is used in high power application. So instead of 3 modes in the normal BJT, it has 4 modes. So where it is different from normal BJT, that in saturation, in power BJT, the saturation state are of 2 types. That is, one is quasi saturation, whereas another one is hard saturation. If we talking about the power transistor or power BJT, we can use this power BJT as a switch in either cutoff region or in saturation region. Why we can use as a switch? Because in cutoff region, both our base emitter and collector base, both junctions are, we can say, are in reverse bias. So if it is reverse bias, so switch can be treated as open circuit. That means open switch, or we can say it is open circuit condition. Whereas in the case of saturation region, both, we can say, base emitter and collector base are in forward bias. So here the switch works as a closed switch. So in both condition, either in cutoff or saturation, it works like either as a open switch or a closed switch. So we can say in this particular 2 modes, the power BJT can works as a switch. Whereas in the case of active region, it works as a amplifier. So next is output characteristics of power BJT. So if you're talking about the output characteristics of power BJT, see, we have made the symbol of power BJT, that is, here it is base, it is emitter and it is collector. So it is NPN. So here it is NPN transistor, and we can say the current IB is input current, whereas the voltage between base and emitter, that is VBE, is the input voltage. Similarly, IC is the collector current, and the voltage between collector and emitter, that is VCE. So if you are talking about the output characteristics, that means the characteristics between the output voltage and output current. So this is the output voltage VCE. So VCE is plotted in the x-axis, and similarly the output current, that is IC, that is plotted on the y-axis. So the characteristics between the output voltage versus output current at the different values of this base current is termed as the output characteristics of power BJT. So this is output voltage, output current at the different values of the base current is the characteristics termed as the output characteristics of power BJT. And it was very clear, I have also told earlier, that in the case of power BJT, it differs from the normal BJT in the manner that in the normal BJT there was 3 regions, that is cutoff, active and saturation region, whereas in the case of power BJT we have 4 regions, which is active, cutoff, and in the saturation we have divided into 2 regions, that is we have also mentioned over here, that is quasi saturation and hard saturation. In this manner the power BJT is different from the normal BJT. See what would happen on the starting, IB is 0. So when IB is 0, जब IB की वैल्यू 0 है और हम वोल्टेज अगर बढ़ा रहे हैं तो करंट की वैल्यू बहुत कम होती है, एंड दैट करंट इज ओनली ड्यू टू द लीकेज करंट, और वी कैन से ड्यू टू द माइनॉरिटी चार्ज कैरियर्स, और इसी वजह से इस रीजन को हम क्या बोलते हैं, कट ऑफ रीजन ऑफ पावर बीजेटी, जिसमें कि हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि बीजेटी बिहेव्स एज ए कट ऑफ रीजन. फिर जैसे ही हमने बेस करंट की वैल्यू बढ़ाई, तो जैसे जैसे बेस करंट की वैल्यू बढ़ाते हैं तो वोल्टेज बढ़ाने पे हमारा क्या हो रहा है, करंट बढ़ता जा रहा है और यहां पे आके वोल्टेज सैचुरेट हो जाता है. सिमिलरली बेस करंट IB1 से और IB2 बढ़ाई तो हमारी कलेक्टर करंट क्या होगी, और बढ़ेगी, और जैसे जैसे वोल्टेज बढ़ाएंगे ये बढ़ेगी और यहां पर आके ये सैचुरेशन में स्टेट में चला जाता है. तो दिस इज IB0, IB1, IB2, IB3, IB4, IB5 and IB6, and here it is clearly indicates that IB6 is greater than IB5, is greater than IB4, is greater than IB3, is greater than IB2, is greater than IB1, is greater than IB0. तो at the condition of IB0 it can be works at a cutoff region. जैसे जैसे बेस करंट बढ़ाते जाते हैं कलेक्टर करंट बढ़ती जा रही है, और जब हमने यहाँ पे जो आके जब IB जो है IB6 के बराबर हो गई तो देखिए यहाँ पे जो कलेक्टर करंट है ये करीब करीब कांस्टेंट हो गई, और इसको हम बोलते हैं कि ये रीजन कौन सा रीजन हो गया, क्वासी सैचुरेशन रीजन, जिसमें कि बेस करंट बहुत ज्यादा हमने जो कर दी है तो उसकी वजह से कलेक्टर करंट बहुत ज्यादा जो है वो बढ़ नहीं पा रही है, तो इस स्टेट को हम बोलते हैं क्वासी सैचुरेशन रीजन. क्लियर. बाकी इसके बीच में ये वाला जो रीजन है ये पूरा रीजन एक्टिव रीजन कहलाता है. ये रीजन जो है जहां पे करंट केवल माइनॉरिटी चार्ज कैरियर की वजह से थी वो कट ऑफ रीजन कहलाता है. दिस रीजन एट विच आई हैव टोल्ड दैट कि कलेक्टर करंट जो है वो करीब करीब सेम हो गई, यानी बहुत ज्यादा डिफर नहीं हो रही है, उसको हम क्वासी सैचुरेशन स्टेट बोलते हैं. और ये वाली जो स्टेट है इसको हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, हार्ड सैचुरेशन स्टेट. तो बेसिक डिफरेंस क्या है क्वासी सैचुरेशन और हार्ड सैचुरेशन का. जब हम क्वासी सैचुरेशन की बात करते हैं, वी आर गोइंग टू और वी आर इंटरेस्टेड टू वर्क द पावर बीजेटी एज ए स्विचिंग डिवाइस, तो उसको ऑन से ऑफ करने में या ऑफ से ऑन करने में जो उसको टाइम जो लगता है वो कम टाइम लगता है, यानी उसमें फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होती है, स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होती है, हाई स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है. स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी इज हाई इन द केस ऑफ क्वासी सैचुरेशन स्टेट, वेयरएज इन द केस ऑफ हार्ड सैचुरेशन स्टेट ट्रांजिस्टर को ऑन से ऑफ होने में या ऑफ से ऑन होने में टाइम ज्यादा लगता है, यानी स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी वहां पर क्या हो जाएगी, इन द केस ऑफ हार्ड सैचुरेशन. इन द केस ऑफ हार्ड सैचुरेशन क्या होगा कि स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी आपकी क्या हो जाएगी, फ्रीक्वेंसी इज less as compared to quasi saturation. So this is the major difference between the quasi saturation and hard saturation, that during quasi saturation transistor when used as a switching device, its switching frequency is more as compared to the position when it is used in a hard saturation position. Now last is applications of power BJT. Applications of power BJT कहां कहां पे काम आता है. तो फर्स्ट इज स्विच्ड मोड पावर सप्लाई, स्विच्ड मोड पावर सप्लाईज. इन शॉर्ट वी आर सेइंग दैट इट इज SMPS. सेकेंड, इट इज यूज्ड इन एम्पलीफायर्स. थर्ड, वी हैव कन्वर्ट, इट इज यूज्ड टू कन्वर्ट टू DC to AC, DC to AC. It is also used in relays and power control circuits. Power control circuits. So these are the basic applications where we find the applications of power BJT, that is SMPS, switch mode power supplies, amplifiers, DC to AC conversion we are using in relays, we are using in the power control circuits as a switching device.